Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with my Throwback 30 Project Pan update. I did not get a chance to update this last month because I got sick. Everybody knows that follows me. Yeah, this was the Project Pan that ended up having a lot of empties. So I'm just going to start from the top of my list. For 4 Seasons Project Pan, I finished 2 out of the 3 products. Because I threw in 3 products for fall because I hate myself. But I finished the Ulta Crisp Apple Body Wash. That was up to like here last time, but in 2 months I finished that. And I finished the Apple Crisp Fragrance, which was all the way down to here last time, and I finished that. So just to show it real quick, because otherwise I will probably forget, the only thing I have left is the lotion, which has gone from here to here, really probably only in about the last month. So I'm not worried about that prompt at all. I still don't know why I threw 3 things in there other than the fact that I hate myself. But next, for Alice in Wonderpan, I had this Hempz Peppermint Vanilla Swirl Body Lotion, and I finished it. And its weight went from 49.2 grams to 27.6. It is empty. Next is for Budget Beauty, I chose the Shopmissa A+ Setting Spray. It was down to here last time and I managed to finish that up. Its weight went from 35.6 grams to 22.9. Next is the Drop 10 Before Summer. I chose the ColourPop All-Star Matte and Blur Primer. It was down to here 2 months ago and I finished that up. For Food for Thought, I chose the Tree Hut Candy Cane Body Scrub. It is done. Its weight went from 58.8 grams to 38.8. I finished off the I Heart the 90s prompt because I had 2 parts for it. But because I chose Thelma and Louise, a duo product, I chose 2 things from the same brand that I got together as a gift for the holidays last year, or in 2021. I already finished the moisturizer and I had the serum left, the Miami MD Dark Spot Corrector. It was all the way up to like here last time, and like the next day I finished that up. That one was very nearly done. For Mean Girls quotes, she doesn't even go here. Something that doesn't belong in your collection. I put it's old and needs to be used up. This is the Wonder Beauty Nude Illusions Liquid Foundation. Its weight went from 45.2 grams to 31.9. So that is done. Thank God, I hated that foundation. Yeah, no, I know I shouldn't hate pan things, but I do sometimes anyway. It just really didn't work for my skin. Alright, so this is something I actually finished in January, but for That's Expensive, I finished the Evolute Hydrating Serum. It was like down to here 2 months ago, and I managed to finish that. Its weight went from 27.1 to 19.2 grams. For something that I haven't even shown using, but I finished in the last 2 months. For This Is PANtastic Dragon, a large product packaging. I chose the Herbivore Cocoa Rose Body Scrub. I finished that this month. It went from 497 grams to 202.9. That I finished. It's filthy. Yeah, I managed to miss at least one thing. For this I'm proud of because I just finished it the other night. 50 Shades of Pink. 2 years running, I finally finished it. The Kopari Coconut Cleansing Oil. It was, because I was measuring it from the bottom down to here 2 months ago, and I managed to finish that up. Its weight went from 60.5 grams to 41.4. So I finished 40 grams of this. I finished in this project alone, and I panned it all of last year for Throwback 30 as well. I am so happy this is done. I do not like cleansing oils. I prefer a balm. All right, and I finished half of my Tiny Pans duo. I chose the Coastal Scent Style Eyes eyeshadow duo. I have not touched the purple shade yet, but I did finish the cream shade. And finally, for Turn and Burn, because I'm adding new things every month, I had two things last time because one thing took me through 2 updates. So I had the Gold Faden Plant Perfusion Supreme Serum. It was down to here. I finished that. And I have the Pureology Color Fanatic Multitasking Hair Beautifier. And it was 41.3 grams. It is now 27.4, and that is done. And I'm rolling into more things. Let me show them now. And after this month, as long as I don't miss any more updates, I only have to roll in one thing a month to hit my goal of 1 for every month, which is in my goal. So this month I have the First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothing Primer Moisturizer. I will mark this, but I don't know where it's at currently. And I have the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Pore Tight Toner. It is up to like here. I will also mark that. So I just went through a lot of stuff. I still have some things in here, surprisingly, but not a lot. A couple of things haven't been started yet. I'll mention those at the end because they are all about to roll in. But first, starting at the top for 50 Shades of Green, we have this. I haven't introduced it until now, or I introduced it and then I haven't shown it until now. The Murad Resurgence Rapid Collagen Infusion. I started down here and it pumps up, so I have gotten up to here since I last showed it. For a child of the 80s, the Lost Boys, a black or vampy item, I have the Milani Make It Last Matte Charcoal Setting Spray, which I also, this is the first time showing it since the beginning. Its weight went from 56.1 grams to 41.7. For Let's Get Loose, I have the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder, which is also its debut since the beginning. And its weight went from 26.0 grams to 25.2. I actually used it to bake today because I've been having real issues with, because I had really oily, the nose pads on my glasses, like completely destroying the makeup around my nose and the glasses themselves on my cheeks. So I'm trying to get around that. I am not sure what I think about it so far. It is an improvement from not doing it, but I don't know how I feel about it totally yet. Next is Lip Service, something I really, really wanted to be done with last year, and it is ridiculous how little of this is left, but it's not scraping my lips yet, so I still use it. But I have the Chi Chi Cosmetics Viva La Diva lipstick in Game On. This is also a rollover from last year in the same category. Here's my paper progress. I promise there's still some left. And this is what it looks like. I know, it looks like there isn't any left, but there is just enough for it to not scrape. And when stuff starts scraping is when I decide that it's done. Because I know most people like to dig into products or at least get them completely flat. No, when I can't apply it on my lips anymore from the tube, it's done to me. So I'm sticking by my own rules for that one. Now, that said, I didn't put it on my cheeks today because I was so focused on doing the baking thing that I forgot to put on cream blush. But I think if I put this on if I wear it on my lips and put it on my cheeks tomorrow, it'll be done. But I didn't want to put this off a day for filming, so just know that it will more than likely be in my January empties. All right, let's see. For That's So 2000s VHS, a product you have to wind up. I have the Milk Makeup Brightening, Watermelon Brightening Face Mask. I will put the paper progress over there because since it winds up, it actually has some, and it has like decent progress for the past 2 months because I've used it like 7 times. So I use it once a week. And if I bump it up to twice a week, I think I can get it finished fairly soon, which I would like. Because it's like starting to come loose from the bottom. And while it still applies to my face perfectly fine, it is a little bit on the drier side. So I know it's like drying out like these things tend to do. But like I said, if I bump it up to twice a week, I can get this gone pretty quickly, but I have been really consistent with it and I'm pretty proud of that. Yeah, and now finally, because I've shown what little I have left, I have for Zodiac Project Pans, I chose Sagittarius, Rich Purples, and Dark Blues because that is my Zodiac sign. I chose the Tree Hut Shea Body Butter in Moroccan Rose. I have been using it some, but I'm not very good at it because I don't like body butters anymore. I just don't. They're a little bit too heavy for me. So, and this one's not as bad as some can be, but it has really occurred to me that I need to just use up what I have body butter wise and then stick to lighter lotions, like even year round, because my legs are a little on the dry side, but I can combat that pretty well with the aftershave mist from Tree Hut. That works really well for me. But its weight in the last 2 months went from 233.4 grams to 213.5, which for 2 months is not that great. It's movement, so I'll take it, but I really need to be better about that. Okay, so I left something in the other room and it's almost done, so that's very frustrating. But when I'm trying to gather 18 things at once, my brain sometimes forgets things. But for Harry Potter and the Pan of Fire, I have Golden Snitch, a gold product. And I have the Skin & Co. Truffle Therapy Essential Face Toner. I will insert a picture of it. It's very close to being done, so that's a little annoying. But back to what I was saying. There are two things that I have not touched yet but are about to roll into usage. That is, for 50 Shades of Purple, the MAC Lip Glass in Midnight Dip. That is about to get started on being used. Oh, for Birthstone Beauty, I chose November Yellow, which is Topaz or Citrine, the Derma E Vitamin C Intense Night Cream. I'm trying to use up something for 50 Shades of Green. And when that is done, I will be rolling in a new day and night cream. We got that. And I also have something that I'm not super worried about, but I do need to work on. For Pan As Old As Time, I have the Urban Decay Book of Shadows Redux 4 Shadow and Kiddie Pool. I just want to hit Pan. Has a good dip in it. It has been used. I've just been setting it aside for other things. So I haven't. But I'm not super worried about it, but I do need to make sure to go ahead and roll it in and work on it and get it done. Ugh. So for next month, I'm sure I will have the Milani done. I will have the lipstick done because there's just nothing left to it. And I will probably have both of these done, but I'm only going to roll in one thing for it. Because I only have so many products left. Let me count real quick. I only have 12 products left and the toner will be done. So I'll have at least 3 more things, like actual categories knocked out, and I will have more things done for Turn and Burn. So this has been a very successful Project Pan so far. The only thing I'm really having issue with at this point is this damn body butter, and it's my own fault. So I just need to step it up and actually get that little bastard, that big bastard done. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!